Blah.
Yeah.
But.
Boy. Boy. Boy.
Woo! Hey, hey, bear. Hey, 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 hey.
Hey, Weezy.
Hey.
Hey, doggy dog. Fluffy muffin.
What it does, what is poppin', everybody? My name is Uncle C. Sounds different I can.
My name is Nosh Dog.
And this is Barrington. And welcome.
Our co-host.
Our co-host Barrington. And welcome to episode 103 of Bad Habits Podcast. Barrington has similar hair to Dan, as Notion noted earlier. So he's filling in while young Dan is preoccupied. You know the vibes. Hey, Barry. What a good boy. I thought I'd get him to hang out with me, give Tiff a break. And he's being a good boy today.
How cute he is.
Just
the cute points is going to be through the roof today. So thanks for the stats, Barrington.
Mate, will he ever?
Good boy.
How you doing, fella?
Yeah, sweet as, mate.
All good?
We just saw a nice little sunset, you and I, while we're getting ready.
You sent me a nice little photo. I'm in the basement. I cannot see Jack, but the photo looked gorgeous.
Definitely got a sunset stiffy, and everything's good, mate. No stress.
Love to hear it, Nosh. I just cracked, so I'm obviously, hey, Bear, he's looking at me.
You cracked it in the middle of your intro, you dildo.
I did it on purpose. I thought it was funnier.
Well, now,
no?
Because we can't hear, mate.
Oh, that's true. All right, I'll do it afterwards. I was trying to be a little, cheeky. So, I got this. I went to one of the weed stores here the other day, whatever, I just probably a month ago. And I grabbed this, because in Quebec, they never sold weed gummies. I think I told you that. So, sometimes you got me some. The shit that you give me is always so fucking intense, but they had none of that in Quebec. But I don't know, I just like the gummies. I thought I might as well grab a couple of cans of different stuff. I like the drinks, and this one was the strongest drink I've ever had. It's 10 milligrams THC and 5 milligrams CBD. So we shall see.
Like orange juice when you poured it out.
Yeah, it's sweet, very thick. It was not what I expected. It's Sweet Justice is the brand, and it's Pacific Island Punch. And it does basically look like OJ. Tastes like tropical juice, kind of you drink as a kid, like the
Fanta with no bubbles.
It's like a pineapple passion fruit sour, but not super sour.
That sounds delicious.
It's actually really nice. So I guess we'll see. I'm gonna see how lit. Maybe 10 milligrams isn't that crazy.
I really hope you get smashed off a THC drink. That'll be fun.
I will. I don't know if it'll kick in during the pod, but it's going to be an interesting evening nonetheless. Notion. I will keep you posted as we go. I'll let you know as the litness climbs. We shall see. So, lots happening in this last week. Now we're back in action. Thank you, everyone who checked out the last episode. We're still charting in Kenya, I believe. So, it's still coming through.
That's so sick.
Love to see it. Yeah, right. Shouts to Kenya. Fucking legends, right?
Legend.
So, where do you want to start? We have two main things we want to do this week. One of them is obviously the topics and the music, which we would normally do. But last week, we came up with an idea together about, Notion and I are going to be doing a collaborative album. We've been talking about it here for a while. We've actually been talking about it for years. We've always had a lot of distractions because we always tend to put our own music as a lower priority. It's a kind of a bad habit.
Hey.
I wish I had the funny noise. Maybe I'll have. Do we have a boing?
Give us a fucking boing would be funny. Drum roll.
I don't even know if I have a boing.
Can even play the theme song again.
Oh, here we go.
For 2 seconds.
Shit cunt.
That's
there you go. Nice.
We're shit cunts. And one idea that we had was to play the beats that Notion's making for the project, as Notion is producing the whole thing. I think we've said, and play all the beats live on the podcast. Obviously, it won't be an issue because none of them are copyrighted. They're not released, so there's no one chasing them down to take them down. So we can actually do that, which is a bit of an annoying thing you've always got to consider when we're playing stuff. The idea now, so Dan watched the pod, and Dan messaged us the day after, and he was like, "Yo, I love that idea." So Notion and I were just talking, and I've got the first round of. So Nosh sent me 70 fucking beats or 68 beats or something like that. I chose some, and then Nosh sort of agreed and didn't agree. I think we have 11 beats for an album and 2 beats for an EP so far in this folder that I have. And the EP beat would be like the pre-launch to the album, if we do it that way. It was just one idea that we had because there was a couple of beats we liked that didn't really fit the album. So we thought, well, if we do like a 3-track EP and then like a 10-track
group going.
Yeah, exactly. Just to maybe get in the vibe of it. And if those 3, like for example, the 3 that we chose or that I sort of came up with the idea for were more like boom bap, kind of straight up style that I thought were really dope. But the album had a bit more varied sounds, and I just felt like it was too much of a departure.
Right, yeah, fair enough.
So, what do you want to do first? Because I'm going to test something real quick. I'm just going to press play. I don't even know if this is... I'm going to press play on a beat that isn't selected, just to see if it works through here. Can you hear that?
No.
Okay. So that means it's not picking up my system sounds, which means maybe we're going to have to figure out a different... Whoa, what if I open it up in...
What did you do before when we were off air?
You're probably hearing it through the speakers because I had headphones on. Like, I can take the headphones out and just play it through that, but then it's going to... Actually, yeah, that's probably not a bad idea. Then it'll come in through my mic channel.
That's fine.
Yeah?
Doesn't interfere with... Yeah, that should be okay. It shouldn't loop feedback.
No, I have echo cancellation. It was more like because when you... I didn't think about that. If we play it through the stream, it won't come up in the audio, the version, like the podcast version. It'll just come up in the video version. So maybe it is better that I just unplug the headphones and we just kind of raw dog it like that.
Yeah, because we want Mans to hear that. Otherwise, it'll be blank for the...
Yeah, or you have to manually insert it, which is fucking annoying.
Yeah.
So, what would you like to do? Good boy, Bear. He's just having a nice little sit here. What would you want to do first? Do you want to go through topics and then kind of end it on the beats, or do you want to start with the beats and end on the topics?
Ooh, I reckon we do a couple topics, then we'll get the beats later on, because that is definitely a nice way to... Definitely going to be a highlight of the show, because it's I don't know many people that do this kind of shit that literally are showing like this. I don't know, we've never done it before, but like showing you literally the start of the process, like us fucking picking the beats and like this is part of the journey. So I think this is good content. Good content, mate.
Good content, and that's what it all comes down to, Notion. Good quality fucking content. All right, I like that. So let's go through the some of these topics, and we'll just we'll go from there. So the first thing that was pretty fucked up, I think it happened on the weekend, because today is Monday, so it did happen towards the end of last week. On the weekend, Coolio passed away at the age of 59. Do you remember what they said it was? I think it was like heart attack. Yeah, heart attack. Interesting. Lots of those these days, eh?
Unfortunately.
Everyone's getting hit. I know the heart is a pretty sensitive organ that seems to be happening more and more. Probably a lot of factors in there. Getting older, poor eating, drinking. Maybe some other underlying health things. But yeah, man. I mean, he was a legend for people. Obviously, most people discovered him around the Gangsta's Paradise. We were fortunate enough to be like on the early. We got him around the Fantastic Voyage on the first album, It Takes a Thief. That album was massive for us, eh?
Huge.
Like, I don't even know if I could really explain. We loved Coolio. So, like, when Gangsta's Paradise came out, and like, it was sick to see a guy who was underground. That's the dude from Compton. Fantastic Voyage was a big song from the sample and shit. Great joint. But there's a whole bunch of songs on It Takes a Thief that were like just fucking, I don't know, it was just his approach was interesting. He was never like super lyrical. It was just he was just cool. He had this weird hair. A little bit eccentric. He really, grew up rough, so we spoke about it a lot in ways that I hadn't heard before. Yeah. Like that Can of Corn song, like all we had for dinner was a can of corn. Like that shit was like interesting. It was just like he painted this picture of, the rough life growing up in an area that was pretty impoverished, and the shit he had to go through, him like stealing shit a lot, hence It Takes a Thief. Yeah. He didn't have it easy. I can't remember if there was any other, I haven't listened to it for quite some time, but I'm pretty sure there must have been another couple like banger banger songs off that project.
I mean, I don't know the names off the top of the head, but man, there definitely was. Like he took a really good storytelling element to really funky beats. Like he's kind of got a production like landscape like DJ Quick almost, because he's got it's very funk driven. Like Coolio's raps were fun like Biggie's were, but he still had some substance. But like you said, he said stuff in other ways, so he did have a colorful way of using his language and telling his story from his perspective and where he came from. So like, yeah, he's a G, bro. And I think the beats were what we really like. I don't know, the West Coast stuff that we listened to early on was just it's all hip hop, but it's sampled from funk and it's and disco shit. It's honestly unbelievable. So like the beats were just fucking insane. And because we grew up in Australia, everything's all sunshine and lollipops in summertime 80% of the year. So like that soundtrack goes well in the whip. You go to the beach with the homies, fucking chuck on some Coolio, chuck on some like, yeah, it's just one part of the West Coast Mount Rushmore of like dope cunts that we know.
Facts. Yep, exactly right. And we were really big. This came out in '94, so I mean we were really big on the West Coast sounds back then. Yeah, we were children, like literally. So it was, you know, but we were, you would have been
I was 10, 11. Wait, 11.
You were 11. Right? I was 13.
Single.
Yeah.
Men's like me can't count.
That's okay.
But yeah, Mary, we were knee high to a grasshopper, little whippersnappers, baby cunts, whatever you want to call us.
All the above.
That was, yeah, it's so crazy. Can you remember those kind of things? Like it was so long ago. And we were actually.
Yeah, when we were. And when you think about it, like how young we were to be listening to stuff like this, we didn't understand what he was talking about. It took, you know, time as we got on and continued to listen, right?
Exactly. Like artists like Scarface didn't hit me until I got like 18, 19, 20. Hear it back, like, oh shit, he's talking about, like you understand the concept of a whole song all of a sudden, or, you know, references that he said. You've heard it a million times, but you got old enough and you actually know what that thing means now, or whatever. Yeah, it's wild.
Exactly.
Blows your whole head top again.
Hey man, it's the beauty of music, right? And getting into it as a kid and like, you know, not really getting it, and then boom, it hits. I pulled up It Takes a Thief here on Spotify. Other tracks that Mama I'm in Love with a Gangster, which is pretty cool because I think he was like calling from jail and stuff. Yeah. There was another song called County Line, which was like when he was waiting in line to get food stamps and all that stuff. Once again, playing on that poverty shit. There was It Takes a Thief, which was a pretty, you know, honest song about all the gank and shit. There was Sticky Fingers, also about stealing. And there's a song called Ugly Bitches. Do you remember that one? It's like, when I was young, I used to have fun fucking with ugly bitches. That was like his...
Dude, we used to laugh our tits off to that song.
Genuinely. That was so problematic when you're looking at this shit. It's hilarious, man. The old fucking rap... doesn't age
well, but that was definitely hilarious. It was
like comedy rap. You know what? That's a good point. I always felt like Coolio always kind of either he was or he played a character. I kind of think like it was... He already was like that. He just like amped it up a little bit.
Yeah.
And that resulted in some really interesting music. Like you said, like comical, you know, really painted like that's probably why, because he was such a... It's just like a unique artist.
I remember there was lots of sound effects and kind of Foley stuff in the tracks as well. So you'd actually get a visual from either his ad-libs or the sound effects they throw in. Because like, I don't know, I like that shit in general, but like, a lot of West Coast people do that. Like, obviously, Dre's is the king of the skits and everything like that. But yeah,
that's a good point.
Hear Barrington on the mic.
Yeah, he's actually nowhere near it, but
what a cutie.
He's just laying on the desk now, just lying the fuck down, lamping. He's the best. There's a song called Ghetto Cartoon. Speaking of that, I can't remember what it was about, but maybe that one was basically what you're talking about. It kind of summed it up, actually.
Yeah, I definitely remember getting like a solid visual from like, you know, my car. I have a, you know, people say something funny, my cartoon brain will do like a cut scene from Family Guy. You know what I mean? Like it just does that. And so I feel like, you know, I get that kind of vibe when I listen to his lyrics, and I think maybe it's the funky, lively, fun, funky beats, like I said, that do that for me. But like, yeah, cartoon brain goes off.
I love it. So then in 95, I thought it was later, but 95 is when Gangsta's Paradise dropped, and that actually just hit 1 billion on Spotify, 1 billion plays, and it's #1 on the charts, on the iTunes charts as well. And another song, and Fantastic Voyage is on there, and 1, 2, 3, 4, Something New, which is off this album.
Amazing.
So then
big singles like Too Hot as well. Like
that was off this album.
Yeah.
So he called the album, the second album, Gangsta's Paradise. I can't remember, man. This is really taking me back, but I think because the song was so big, he was like, probably had another name for it, but like, fuck it, call it that. Like, tap in, get that money, right? So yes, they had Too Hot was on this album. I'm looking at the song, trying to remember them. There was, Kinda High, Kinda Drunk. That was a good joint.
Love that. Kinda drunk.
That was like never know. I still don't know what the fuck that sample says. I'm looking at the rest of the Get Up, Get Down. I think that was a single too.
Yep.
So that had these are long albums, just 17 tracks. So that was 95. The third album was called My Soul from 97. So he went pretty hard. There's a song called Hit 'Em. I think that was it doesn't have many plays. Ooh La La was the song. It's got one of the highest plays on this album.
Well.
Can You Dig It? I remember that one. Can You Dig It?
Oh, that doesn't ring a bell.
Yes, you'll know when you hear it. See You When You Get There. That was the big one.
Oh my God. Big tune.
That was got 17 million plays. Yes.
Yeah, that was a huge song. That was like the funeral song, unfortunately.
Yes, I remember that. Okay, so look, then he had 3 albums where he was like popping, right? And people were really like into it. Then I'm looking, this is just whatever's out on Spotify. Then there's nothing in between. He did drop the album in 2002 called El Cool Magnifico, which I've never heard. Definitely never heard that. And then it looks like just he dropped a bunch of. He did Fantastic Voyage, re-recorded. Gangsta's Paradise, re-recorded, remastered. Like what? I don't know why. And they put the stems, instrumental, drum machine, lead vocals, background vocals, all separate stems.
No way.
And interesting. This is weird, man. Then there was the greatest hits, and they all re-recorded. So all I can think of is he was in a shitty deal, like everyone's re-recording. And he made his own masters, yeah. Then he did what is this now? This is called The Greatest Hits and Remixes re-recorded version. So he it's gonna be man, I have to actually check. I didn't ever notice this. This is weird. Then a bunch of house remixes. So it looks like he had 3 solid albums, a 4th kind of one that was a bit weird, and then all this random shit.
That's crazy. We definitely got some extra ducats from the Dangerous Minds soundtrack as well, which also what got Gangsta's Paradise so big too, because attached to the movie. That was a classic.
Yep, 100%. Yeah, so it looks like he was definitely doing a lot of this house stuff and shit. I've never seen any of these other songs.
Loves Mickey's, mate.
Mate, who doesn't love a good shelfer, man?
Mm-hmm.
Well, then they got Gangsta's Paradise 25th Anniversary remastered in 2020. Okay.
I want a Coolio Christmas album, but I guess we'll never get one.
No, that would be pretty funny, actually. That's one thing you could. Do you remember the first thing I did when I heard he passed? I listened to. Do you remember? It's called "In a Twist" by Dub C, featuring Coolio.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite songs ever.
What's the album called?
That's called. Oh my god! What the fuck is the album called?
Oh my god.
Okay, hold on. I need to know now.
Blank AF.
It's the one with West Up on it. West here for me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Rolling out the W.
We'll be throwing out Curb 7. Jesus Christ. Bro, we listened to that fucking album so much.
Never heard an album so much in my life. Actually, no, there's been a few more. Dipset.
Yeah.
Community, etc. Black Album, Jay-Z.
This was a different era, though, because then this is a CD.
Yeah, we ran this shit. We ran that CD till your laser broke and you fucking...
Yeah. I don't think it's trashed up. I definitely still have it, but yeah, man, this was a classic. Very cool.
We should play that in the car with mum on the way to school and shit, bro.
Inappropriate, but yeah.
Inappropriate, yeah. Same with
funny.
And Trigger the Gambler. We used to do that too. We used to boggle mother's mind, didn't we?
Yeah, she was so worried about us. She probably still is.
I was gonna say probably, and she still is.
And she still is. I'd be worried about us too. But yeah, like big loss. Shouts to our homie Neek. Like this year. He was in Australia and he did a show with Bliss and Essa. Not a show. He came out and did Gangsta's Paradise, and he was wearing our friend Neek's hoodie. He made this like clothing. I guess it was a clothing brand, right?
Oh, Gangsta. Yeah.
Did you see that?
That.
Yeah. No. Oh yeah, Neek got him to wear the fucking hoodie, man. It was sick.
That's fucking Gangsta.
So there's a picture of Neek and him wearing the. Sorry, when I say hoodie, I mean like it's a full tracksuit, like pants too. Like,
right.
He had like a brand. I think it was called. Yeah. I want to say it's called I Got Bars was the name of his brand. It says that on the
okay.
Shit. So he was selling them, and then I guess he met him somehow, got him to wear it whilst he went and performed Gangsta Paradise, which is a good look. So,
that's a good look.
Yeah, it's cool. Coolio got a lot of love in Australia. That was the first show. You didn't go with me, but me. Oh yeah, fun fact, fun story. The first show, and I saw multiple people on Facebook talk about this. The first hip hop show I ever went to was Coolio headlining, Naughty by Nature, and House of Pain at Rod Laver Arena in Melbourne. I was 13, so it would have been probably 95. 13, 14. And me and my friend Lee went, and we had seats on the side. So it was like just a normal arena, like, 20,000 people or something, which is a big deal because in that time, having that many fans to come out and see artists at an arena is pretty unheard of. And we sat like on the side, so like you were just looking at the stage from the side, so it wasn't really the best seats. And they had this massive speaker on either side, and it was kind of blocking the stage. So even though we already had the shit view, there's this fucking massive speaker that was blocking it and making it worse. So we were on the edge of a row, and I remember that LV and a security guard walked down our aisle, and it was like, I couldn't, obviously I'm 13, 14, first hip hop show, never, just me and you and Lee, really, our friend who essentially got us into it. I'll give him the props for that.
What up?
Are the only ones who listen to rap together. So it's unheard of. No one else of our friends from memory really were into it. So to see it in an arena with all these other people who shared the passion for this genre that we didn't think anyone liked was fucking crazy. So then the biggest song in the world, the singer from the chorus of the biggest song in the world at the time, walks down our aisle, and I guess it was a security showing him, like, look how fucked up the speaker is, like it's completely blocking the view of all of these people. And when he was walking back, I went like, LV, and I put my hand out, and he shook my hand, and all I remember is his hands felt like sandpaper. But as a 13-year-old,
you just need to oil up. What do you call it? Moisturizer thing.
Oh, that's a hard working bloke's hands, because I've got baby soft princess hands.
Office same thing. Even though I got calluses, but like still, bro.
Oh, you got shit. Yeah, I got mine are way pussy than yours, bro. We're soft.
I would like yeah. Either way, soft things. I know what you mean. Sandpaper hands. Yeah, that's crazy. He's a man's man.
He's a man's man. So that was a pretty meaningful show, and he did all the joints, and I love that a lot. So that was fucked up to hear, man. So rest in peace, Coolio. Shit's fucked up.
R.I.P. Coolio.
The GOAT, one of the GOATs. What else we got? So Kim Kardashian apparently, and I was trying to like suss out this. So basically, I'm gonna pull it up.
Sorry,
it's okay. You don't like Kim at all, eh?
No, she's not too keen, eh? I mean, I don't know, bro. Fuck, not too keen, eh?
I like her a lot now.
You like her a lot?
Yeah, I'm not joking. It's
because
weird because
business wise or
the business stuff. I just think they're kind of gangster. Like
kind of the only reason why I thought you would have
been into it.
All right, cool, fair enough, mate. Yeah,
so she was involved in some sort of crypto ad. There you go, and she had to pay 1.3 million.
A fine
for for that.
That's soft money.
Oh no, okay. So forward to the murky world of cryptocurrency, got her into hot water. Had to settle charges of. Are you serious, motherfucker? Okay, of unlawfully. God, I hate these ads. I can't even read this because so many ads keep popping up. It's like unreadable.
Anus.
Unlawfully touting a crypto security and to pay 1.26 million in penalties and fees. So unlawfully, what does that even mean? Failed to disclose. Okay, that she was paid. How much was she paid? 250. 250K by crypto company Ethereum.
So Max. Not a good ROI is basically what you're trying to tell me, CFeezy.
No, not at all, because now she has to pay the fine. Oh, because do you know what? They won't have to pay her because it's tough shit, because she is responsible according to the rules when you have, I mean, people probably know like the general rules. If you get stuff for free, you don't have to say it, but if you get paid to say, to do an ad, you have to put hashtag ad or sponsored or at some shape or form make it very clear that this is a sponsored post. So that's pretty crazy, and I feel like that's an interesting precedent being set, that people actually getting sued for that. and they get a fine like from the SEC, which is from my understanding, I don't remember what it stands for, Securities and Exchange Commission or something, I think.
Okay.
And they
Eminem rapped about it, so that's how I know about it.
Beautiful.
SEC won't let me be. That's how he. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember that off. Right. I know you're talking about. What's that song called again?
No. Without me.
No. Without me. Ooh.
Yeah.
So anyway, they look after stocks and all that bullshit. So I guess they're trying to set an example, I imagine, through her to just be like, obviously she's one of the biggest, people on social. So if she's doing it, they want anybody else to do it. Particularly now, crypto is fucking shit in the bed a bit. Like, it's going down. People have a lot less what's the word? I don't know, like respect for it or like a belief in it. It was supposed to be this more protected thing, and I guess now that the government can interfere, it's not really what they said it was going to be. So, yeah. That is that with Kim. So, it sucks for her. Can you see that on the screen if I put my note up? Can you see the note? No, you can't. Okay, cool.
Nope.
Which is fine. I'm not hiding anything. Good Kid, M.A.A.d City.
Dick pics.
Dick pics. Imagine if you just put them like, oh, sorry, guys.
Oh, sorry. That's my dong from Friday. Oh, whoa. Whoops.
Okay, well, hang on. I clicked on something. Here we go. So, Kendrick Lamar, Good Kid, M.A.A.d City, classic album. 10th anniversary, which is crazy.
Happy
10 years.
Birthday, eh?
Happy births. With an exclusive vinyl, which Nosh just got me the OG for Christmas, but I'm glad to have the OG too.
Kind of charcoal translusive.
Man,
the cover looks fire. It's just the van.
Just the van in all black.
Wow, that's fire in a booth.
I wonder what else they're putting on here.
242,000 copies. Oh, wait. Okay, wait.
Sorry, dude, I went too far. That
was the first week sales. I'm just like scanning.
Oh, that was back in the day, I think.
Yeah. When it came out.
This version. Oh, who never make a sequel? Yeah, you wouldn't do it.
No.
Did he say? What do you think is better, To Pimp a Butterfly or Good Kid?
Oh, they're two different albums, but To Pimp a Butterfly is like genuinely classic. Hits different. Like they're both phenomenal. They're both 5 out of 5. They're both 5 marks. I don't care, but they're both very, very different. Fuck.
That's fair.
I mean, you can play Good Kid, M.A.A.d City way more, but like, yeah, if you want substance, good fucking Pimp is the way to go.
I'd agree with that. I'd agree.
Yeah.
So if you're a fan, you want the 10th anniversary, I guess check his website and shit. You should be able to cop that, which is dope.
Cop that.
Speaking of Kendrick, he just performed on SNL, or he will perform for the season 48 opener. Okay, so this Saturday he performs on SNL with Sampha. Tributes slain LA rapper. I guess that's PNB Rock.
Oh, it was on October 1st, so it was Saturday just gone.
Oh, it was. Oh shit.
Saturday just gone. There's a video.
I'm sorry. Look at me. Got to read it before I start talking. All right. So he did, and there's 2 songs he did. Father Time, and he did looks like a Rich Spirit and N95, which would make sense because that was the main thing. All right. Well, fucking get that dog up here. Love to see it. All right. What else we got? So that is pretty cool. All right. So it's always Kanye news, isn't it?
I mean,
so right now is Paris Fashion Week. Yep. And Kanye did his very first, little foray into fashion modeling at the Balenciaga show. He was the first model to walk out, and here's also, if I could play this video. It shouldn't. Wait, fuck. Can you hear the audio?
Yep.
Okay, I don't know how to stop the audio though.
It's okay.
Well, because it could take the episode down. That was all I'm worried about.
Pussy.
Okay, you get the point.
La
you
la
can see, right?
la la.
Okay, yeah, sing it. Yes, big fat. Yeah, you can't fuck. Yeah, you can't fuck. Look at him walking in the mud. He's walking in the mud. Kanye's walking in the mud. He's walking. Yeah, he's walking.
Mud.
That's enough.
Fucking mud.
You get the point. So they had this.
Fucking mud. How do you do it?
Barrington jumped up when we said the mud. We used to have.
Should we say keywords and make him react?
Like, we could do that. It's very easy.
Park treat.
Oh yeah, right. You get a little squeaky balls.
Don't say it. You know,
he doesn't understand. He's too young. Thank God. But you're gonna get to a point where you have to go get him a TRE-AT. You know.
Oh my goodness me.
So, Valencia had a strange sort of I guess set. I guess
Catwalk.
Thank you. Runway. Which is exactly what the fuck it was. So they had this it's a whole thing's like a mud pile. It's like a BMX park or some shit without the heels. And it's like a circular path around this thing of mud.
Yuccas.
And Kanye's wearing kind of very similar to the kind of clothes he's wearing and to the kind of clothes they released with Gap.
Looks like post-apocalyptic shit.
That's his whole vibe, yeah.
Mate, he's ready for like tomorrow.
Yeah. Oh, it gets worse.
Truth.
It's hard. It's hard right now, particularly with these Yeezys right here.
Pause.
Pause. He's wearing this massive jacket that's kind of like a cop or security flak jacket. You know, these little pockets and stuff. What?
You know, Marty McFly from Back to the Future, when he's got that jacket on and then he presses the button and it goes all tight, but that's the jacket before it goes all tight. It's all floppy and shit. He's just like fucking just fuck.
They lied to us about the future, by the way.
That's what it is. Yeah, where's my fucking hoverboard, cunt? Like Ben want that. Where is it?
Fuck.
Let's go, science. For fuck's sake.
I'm tired of science. So yes, he looks like that. He's got these like leather big ass pants, and I guess it's either boots. You can't really tell the kicks. The whole show, I think I saw. It's a what?
I said for the most part, he looks good, but like.
Well, I mean, he rocks it. It's kind of
on. Easy.
No.
Did you do that, mate?
None of this is my style at all.
Yeah.
You know?
I figured you'd have a line somewhere with his shit because, like, that's not really the one, is it?
No, I mean this is Balenciaga, so it's very
nice.
it's not it,
okay.
And it's Balenciaga. It's not Yeezy.
It's not
so
Yeezy shit. Yeah.
It's not none of the Balenciaga stuff for the most part. Like anything I've ever seen is almost always like, this is ridiculous. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Like it looks like art. Like people are wearing. If it's art, it's fine. But when you got to wear this shit, man, I don't know. I don't think.
Maybe
that's why I think
do it for Halloween, like a really expensive fashionable,
very expensive
Halloween. Like, oh, I'm from Mars, 3024.
Do you want to do that?
And you speak English for some reason.
Yeah, well, you never know. We speaking of Halloween, I don't know if it was for Halloween, but we got Barrington We went yesterday to a mall to Roots, and we got him a dog hoodie, a dog Roots hoodie thing. So it's got like two little paw things at the front. You just Velcro it up. It's got
a way you can put the phone up to the screen and show cunts the phone.
There is.
That would be
very cute.
Absolutely amazing.
Here it is. Careful there.
So basically, it's a dog suit, but Roots, like Canada Roots. There we go. It's focusing. There we go. Oh my God, he looks like an absolute darling. He's just swaggy AF.
It's a quick one on the bed. Yeah, grey Roots hoodie.
Full hoodie, like a onesie hoodie for the dog.
Yes.
Does it have a dick hole? Piss through the front, or is it
yeah. Oh, I have fun with that.
It's a dick hole.
Yeah. It's like it's not a hole. It's like it's just like Velcro's down the thing, and it doesn't go. Yeah, it's like a flap, but it's like completely. You just Velcro down. It doesn't cover his dick. It looks like it does, but it doesn't. And he doesn't have. Okay. It doesn't have back leg hole, so it's not a complete onesie. It's just two at the front, and then Velcro, and then a hoodie. So it's very similar to a real hoodie.
How's the cunt going to take a piss? But
he's good. He's good. And there's a place for the collar and the harness and all that stuff. So what's the point? And I like the matching one to match it. So it's like the OG. What's it called? The color is called Salt and Pepper. Of course, you have to sit on the computer. And it's dope. So and Tiff has the one called Black Pepper, which is kind of just it's like Salt and Pepper is like a gray with white and black little specks, and the Black Pepper is black with, I guess, white and gray specks. So Tiff has that, so we'll do a little family photo. She's about to get the photo and get him to stay still. You know? What are we saying that? We're talking about drip. Kanye did that. Now, speaking of drip, today he had Yeezy Season 9. It dropped. And let me go here, make sure you can see it. All right.
Lineup of shoes.
No, it's not shoes. It's like, why does he look like? It looks like he's beat up some. So,
wow.
It's not shoes. It has been shoes in the past. It could be anything. It's basically like, from what I can tell, like I have the Yeezy Season 7 socks. So I think what they do is some of it's art and some of it is shit that's available to the public. Barrington, sit. Because he looks like he's about to jump off the edge. Sit.
Like an arsehole right in your face, bud.
It's okay as long as he doesn't jump off because he's not a cat and he won't.
I was going to say he's going to do a fluff. in your face, mate.
I haven't seen him fight yet. If he did, that would be
fucking
I would appreciate it.
I mean, not ideal, but I'd laugh so much, dude.
Yes, it'd be good. Sorry. It'd be good for content. Once again, you talked about content. I do it for content.
Solid, Johnny.
So, I think these fucking these like fashion launches are like art shows essentially, right? Like the fashion's fucking weird. All the things I saw after the fact were just like, no one's buying that shit. Like it's just art. It's fun. Whatever.
It's not practical clothes.
No. So the high snobity, I guess, did this Instagram thing. So he's wearing that. Look to me, just looks like the regular. That's the Yeezy Gap hoodie that I have. Yeah, that's his boots.
Yeah, like if you have like 6 inches difference between like one leg to the other.
Yeah, that's pretty fun. Oh, I see what you mean. I know what you mean.
You know what I mean? Like so, you have like. Yeah.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Truth.
Oh, maybe these were older shots. Okay, now he's wearing these weird thongs that are like, what do you call them here? Flip flops.
Stance.
I guess they got him mid walk. He's wearing these like. This was the other day. I don't know if this was during the show or anything. And he's wearing these like thongs that have with socks, but they've got like flip flops that have these the edges. The things are like they look like what's that shit called when you put
Happy honest.
Yeah, no, yeah, like flip flops. What are rhinestones? You bedazzled. Oh yeah, right. They look like his thongs have been bedazzled, which is fucking funny as shit.
That looks fabulous. I mean, it's definitely pause-worthy footwear.
Yes. In my book. Very, very pause. Okay, so I don't know if he's going to get to it because this is not his fashion show. So, or maybe this is this one here. So he did a small thing today, and let's see if we can get down to it. So all the things I saw were just not the greatest. Oh yeah, he posted this thing and it had all these pictures of people, like older photos of like people like Rihanna, Lauryn Hill, Kim, blah blah. And I thought that meant that was who was going to model for him, and I think that actually is. Oh, in reality, none of the pop stars showed. Okay, so I don't know what's up with that because they had like Rihanna, Beyonce, Naomi Campbell, blah blah. Then let's see if we can get it. And here's the problematic part. So he has a hoodie that says "White Lives Matter" on it, and I think the front. Why I've looked online. I don't know if there's a consensus. So basically, it's either he's still heavy MAGA, whatever, or he's trolling. So he's doing it just to get people to talk because they'll be talking about the show because otherwise it's just kind of like weird shit. Or trolling. He means it. Those are the only two, actually. No, there's not a third thing. They're basically it. So if you look at the front of the t-shirt, or it's like a long sleeve shirt, not a hoodie, actually.
What the fuck?
Yeah, see what I'm saying? No one's wearing that, bro.
Like, what the fuck? Like,
y'all need to just...
Is that a one-piece, like, little jacket?
No,
you just...
It's not a one-piece. It's like a cut-off here. But this... look. Oh, you mean with the helmet. So it's like a leather jacket? Oh. Yeah, I think it is, yes. Leather jacket.
Like something you'd see in, like, an 80s spaceman movie, like, which really shitly shot. Like, there's 70s alien movies where they have, like, first contact with it, fucking blah, blah, blah. Like, some random-ass shit-looking alien, and that's what it looks like.
Yeah, basically.
That's weird as fuck, dude. Oh, my God. Come on.
It's really hard to kind of explain it all. Like, y'all definitely need to... wow, it's really...
Yeah, the audio listeners, jump on YouTube and have a gaze. This is actually piss funny. This is unbelievable. There's no way cunts are wearing this out in public. I swear to God.
But this is why I think it's... Shits and giggles, man. It's just shits and giggles.
Okay.
So he's like kids.
So they have this money to burn with like all these designers and the fabrics and getting all this like random ass stuff that people realistically won't wear.
I guess so.
Is it dress for dudes? Is that what that was?
Yeah.
Okay,
dudes in dresses. It's just like it might inspire other things, but I don't think it's like
maybe like movies.
Okay, so see this. This is the front of it because they do it in white too. And there's a picture of him afterwards with Candace Owens, like her wearing this one.
Pope or something? What is that?
So I think it's some sort of like joke shirt with the Pope, Joe Biden, and someone else on it. So I think he's taken the piss. If you look at that, and then it says "White Lives Matter."
Right, so that's the front of the. Okay, well, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. So
it was blank on the front, then hey, bro, what's going? I mean, that's
okay. That's how it is. Yeah, if it was blank, it's a different story. But yeah, so there's a photo of him with Candace Owens, but that so people are pretty pissed about the whole situation. I mean, look, understandably, it's fucked. I just obviously a black man wearing a White Lives Matter shirt doesn't really add up, even with the MAGA stuff, because the White Lives Matter is a segment of stuff. It's just people who don't get. I mean, look, Black Lives Matter itself, I believe, has a lot of issues as a movement, but the concept and where it came from, in that police were unjustly killing black men predominantly for little to no reason. Like, exactly. It started from something real. Like, I don't really fuck with a lot of the stuff that's considered woke. I think we've talked about that a bit before, but that would come under it, and I feel like there's some points there. So I just don't think he would wear it for real. It's fucking like, it just seems ridiculous.
But, fair enough, man. Like, Jesus, it's insane. If there was no other design on the front, then that would be problematic, like you said. So
yeah, exactly. So that is what up with Ye right now. Then the other thing I'm just slapping in here is the music for this week from our mates over Hip Hop by the Numbers. They always put together a nice look how long it takes to load anything while we're recording. It's like, isn't that stupid?
I'm definitely gonna put my hand up and say my internet's pretty shit. I don't know if it's my end.
I don't think this loading issue. No, I don't think so at all.
Maybe it's the Ecamm software just like having to take the load of us constantly
pause. But yeah, I think it is. I think it is for sure. Look at this. For fun fact, it said, let's do it. I'm trying to scroll back up. It would take you 3 months to listen to the new drops from this week.
3 months. So lots of albums then.
Lots of albums, but if you think about it, that's why it was really hard for us to drop shit, to get through stuff all the time, because that's how long it would take. It dropped Thursday night, and we record Sunday or Monday, so it's going to take 3 months to listen to all of this shit.
There's a bunch of good shit I can see from here. Oh my god.
Yeah, man. So I'll make it bigger. I listened to the YG album called I Got Issues. I clicked on it, if I'm mistaken. That was pretty cool. You realize how much of sort of an average rapper YG is when you listen to the albums? Like, it's not great, in my opinion. Like, it's entertaining music, but like the actual quality of the raps is not amazing. Let me see if I can move this over a bit. No, okay, that's okay. So what else I listened to? I saw Prodigy had some sort of what do you call it? Posthumous album. So that will be interesting. Kid Cudi.
Yeah, that's always a touchy area, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about it. I listened to one song and it was fine. It was just nothing crazy. I just kind of like, I don't know. It's like maybe leave it where it is. What else did I get into? I listened to another album the other day that dropped. Fuck, I can't remember. This weekend we were driving around a bunch, so I was like trying to get through. What's up, babe? Hey, come here, buddy. I can't put you down.
Oh,
you
little Mick, look at him. Oh my goodness me.
He's a good boy. Oh, Freddie Gibbs dropped the album. I didn't get to listen to that. Here, look. Rest on me there. Good boy.
Oh. Where's that? What's it called?
Oh, I forgot.
I have to fucking check that out.
If you check, he's posting about it a ton. It looks like there's a bunch of singles. I don't remember if I checked any. Yeah.
I want to check that Marlo Blue L'Orange and Joel Ortiz. That looks good. The Talib and Madlib.
Quavo and Takeoff doing a joint.
Quavo and Takeoff, that'd be cool. D-Smoke, Davion.
Yes, D-Smoke. That's fucking dope. 24K Golden sometimes has some
Ciara and Summer Walker. That'll be interesting.
I didn't even know Ciara was making music. Smino and J. Cole, I heard that. That was cool. Oh, yeah. I don't love Smino. He's weird, man. But like Cole delivered on that one.
Okay, lovely.
So that is the music and the topics for this week. So with that, shall I unplug the headphones and we can play some of the beats for the project?
Do you know what? Fucking do it, mate.
So one thing that is going to mess my shit up is that because my headphones are off, my microphone will pick you up then. How do you feel about that?
So I won't talk.
So I might have to just keep plugging headphones in and out. I'll play the beat for a second. But then if you
I'll just do like sign language and like do cop
yeah,
things.
We should have like a hand sign to be like, all right, that's enough. Maybe just put your hand up. Just go stop, and then I'll aim for like
fingering asshole motion.
20 seconds. To play of each. Yeah, fingering asshole motion.
Yeah, 20 seconds. I mean, depends on. Yeah, like 30 seconds tops, 40 seconds tops. All right. Depends on what beat it is. If I do this, that means keep it rolling.
Okay, I was gonna watch you when I'm playing it then. All right, this is dumb. Sorry about this, guys. I thought that there might be a way to do it. I bet there's probably a thing where I could change.
It's that first time just on the fly giving it a shot.
Yeah, I just want to like fuck with it. Real quick, just while I'm about to do it, I want to see because you could probably do. There's probably like an input that you can choose differently. I bet within the weed kicking in, the software settings that you can redirect the audio or take the audio from the system as opposed to taking it from just the microphone.
Input,
so yeah, I'll have to take a look at that later and see what's going on. So
yeah, mate.
If you want, so basically, let's just describe it first. So we're just gonna play. What I'll do, I'll just play the. Should I just play the ones from the album, or should I play the two from the EP to explain the EP side? What I was thinking.
Do the EP stuff and tell me the name of the beat, and I'll tell you about it as well because I'll bring it up on my screen because I've got.
Okay, perfect. So Notion, like I said, gave me about 70 beats. And I also checked the ones on notionbeats.com, the ones he didn't think to send me. And I checked the latest ones. So I think I remember in total, I checked, it was like 170 something beats. Then out of that, I chose 13, I think, that I have, at least that I have. We've got a note that also details them, but I won't even refer to that because that'll influence the ideas and stuff. I chose these two beats, and I swear there was a third, or at least we were discussing a third option, where we had, there were just two boom bap that I just thought it was like, if we wanted to explore different sounds and vibes for the project, having beats like this on there would restrict it too much to a boom bap vibe, which I obviously love doing, but I just wanted us to maybe be able to explore a bit, because it's good for you as a producer. It's going to be more interesting for us to do that, but I still want to rap over that. So I was like, well, maybe if we do an introductory 3-track EP that would, like, we could, like you said, warm up, like a little warm up. Like maybe we do those three first, get back in the zone.
Dust off the cobwebs, mate.
Yeah, I haven't written a verse, I don't think, this year. This is the least I've made music in like 20 years type shit. Just because Maz is busy, like fuck. All right, I'm going to play the first one, and then this is called Chops. Chops? Oh, do you want me to tell you the name? Should I tell the names of it? Or should I not say the names of it?
I mean, if you want. It doesn't... It has no...
I guess it doesn't matter, right? We'll leave it till later.
The beat names essentially are code names for us to identify what that sound is until we write a song to it. So...
for people who don't know, let's just mention that quick. Producers, when they make a beat, like, you got to name it something when you save the file. So I really enjoy... Producers sometimes just come up with a name that describes the vibe, or it could be the title of the song even. Or they just make up something stupid. So my favorite example is when we were doing Relentless, almost all of the beats that Clarity made were for me specifically for the project. Like most of the time I was sitting next to him when we did it, and we brought in examples, go, yeah, let's go this vibe, and we just make it the whole time. Obviously he played it all, and if I liked the sound, or I'd suggest something, or hey, change the sound, but it was obviously him. He did have a couple of beats that I can't remember how many we used, like 2 or 3, that were already done, and then we fleshed it out. So the one of them that we used was called Too Hungover for This Shit. So that was the song that became Too Hungover with Notion and D Vacha. So, like, I love when
beats that have like short sentences as
a name. Yeah, they're hilarious. Like the Panic at the Disco songs. Hilarious name.
Or like a one-liner. It's like amazing.
Totally. So what I might even do is play these two, because only 2 beats, and I'll play them back to back. So one's called Chops and one's called Fall Off. So just like you said, random names. These are the 2 boom bap ones. And once I've finished, I'll give them like 30 seconds each, and then I'll plug the headphones back in, and then you can like start talking.
There's one more called The Corner as well.
That was in this? Oh, see, yeah, that's right. You've got the. All right, let me put that.
That's the third one for the soulful boom bap, like sonically.
It's called The Corner. Oh, is it on the
84? Yeah.
I don't think I have it. DA or THE?
THE.
It's not in this folder, which is probably why it wasn't here. There.
Okay.
I can play it from, though, is what I was about to say, is on notionbeats.com.
Don't think it's on there.
You sure?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then maybe you could play
a lot of the beats that I... Nah, because it... Like... Can you hear this?
Quietly.
Oh, because it's coming through my...
But my microphone can't hear it. So, like...
Yeah, this is not going to work.
Okay, I've got it here. Never mind. I got it on Notion Beats. It's there. All right. So, hang on. Barrington's sitting on my headphone.
Starts around 20 seconds, so fast forward it a bit so you don't waste cunt's time.
All right, so I'll do the corner last. I'll play those three and we can just talk about them all. All right. So I'm unplugging now. EP Beats. This is Chops. Oh, fucking bitch hole. Oh, Barrington touched the mouse.
Oh, little cunt.
Oh.
I can't hear it.
You can't at all?
No.
No? All right, that means we can't do this. Because if you can't hear that, I'm playing it from the computer. You can't hear that at all. But we did it beforehand and it worked.
No, I can't hear it.
Okay, I'm plugging the headphones.
Is it still going?
No. I think maybe we got too excited here, and we might not be able to do it for now.
With the tech, oh god, dang. Okay, well, so, that's kind of.
I just don't know enough about it. I just thought you could just play it. I thought you could just like fucking
off air before we started. It worked. I heard it, but I guess you didn't have it. Plugged in. Crazy.
Well, I didn't have it press record. I didn't have it going.
The graphics changed.
Oh, wait. Broadcast system audio when sharing the screen or all the time. Okay, hold up. Tell me if you can play this.
There you go.
Okay, so that's still that.
Also, the graphic for our YouTube moved.
Ah, shit. Thank you for telling me.
But otherwise, yes, I did hear the audio perfectly. That was awesome.
Fixed. Sorry, because Barrington's like leaning
and we can talk and bring it.
So yes, the problem is my mic here won't pick it up. The same problem exists though, Nosh. Like my microphone won't pick it up. So we could do it. It's just that you would have to put the beats in after the fact. You might not want to do that because it's going to take longer. So for the audio side, because the video people can see it. Sorry guys, we're talking this out loud, but this is how the fuck shit goes down because we don't have that sort of system. So however you want to do it. Maybe we just go back to the unplugging thing for now. Yeah. Did he touch it again? Did the thing move? He keeps touching the
Oh, Bazza.
Hang on, did it do it?
He gets away with it because he's cute still.
He does. Okay, I'm unplugging my headphones. All right, guys. Give me a get the vibe there, and then let's play the corner. Alright, plugged back in.
What up?
Thoughts on those 3 beats? So that was the EP beats that, just to recap there, that we were thinking. Oh my god, Barrington.
Oh my god, he loves it. Loves the chord. Yeah, the second one's mid as fuck. We're probably gonna have to switch that out.
I really like that one. Fall Off. Okay. I think I like the drums on it. Maybe that's what it is. I think there's probably
revise, but also I'll potentially put up something else that you can decide against it or whatever.
Okay.
Like to compare it and like put something up against it. And then otherwise, yeah, man, the other 2, the first and third one, I'm down with. Middle one needs some either needs some work or needs substitution.
Yeah, I'd be open to swapping all 3 of those out. To be honest, I'm not married to any of it. I think the first one reminds me a lot of Sky Zoo, which I like. Reminds me of kind of that type of shit. And the second one is like the tough drums, and it was like the interesting synths. And the last one was probably a little slow for me. The corner's cool, but I could do it. I just don't know. I don't know how I feel.
Just do a whole new whatever. So I need to get back into making beats. Unfortunately, I haven't made many since April. I think I've only made like less than a handful, which is absolutely dreadful. I used to make like 20 to 40 a month for 2 years easily.
Okay, that's probably why you got so fucking many. That's okay. You'll get back into it. And this is
about was it 5 beats a day?
Doing 5 beats a day for 3 songs. I got a hair in my drink.
I just sort of do these numbers.
So, all right, I'm distracted as fuck. So that's the EP.
Beautiful puppy on your lap.
Got the puppy, and this 10% hits a bit different. I'm not gonna lie. Like it's making me like easily distracted.
Just make that.
Like I'm not like hella lit, but like it's distracting me. You know what I'm saying?
I respect that.
All right, now the second part, we'll play a couple of beats. I'll do these like quicker. So this is the album beat. So that was like the first boom bap shit. This is the album. So I've got 11 joints here. Oh, I had the corner under the album beats. That's why. I don't think I adjusted this to match the note. That's why.
Fair enough. That makes sense.
There's probably some maybe missing. This is just like real early first pass shit. So I'll probably just play 3. I'll probably do like 20 seconds of each for like 3, and then I'll pull it back in. Cool?
Cool.
All right, starting from the beginning. First one's called Eat My Soul. And you can tell us if there's any thoughts after that as soon as I run it.
Sweet.
Plug this back.
Oof.
I may have for the a little bit there. I didn't realize there's a separate fucking audio thing for it. So if it does peak a little bit, it's only for the first couple songs, and then the rest is good.
It's okay, mate.
All right. So the Eat My Soul beat was that kind of like, that's pretty dope. Slow, another slow joint. Firewater,
yep.
That was a banger. Banger.
Man, the first one, the Eat My Soul was like mad emotional for some reason. It's got that, like, I think it's D major chords in it. It's just like, it's so, I don't know, man, that one gets you. When the bass kicks in, that one's fucked. Got to hear that one with headphones in, or at least like, you know, when that comes out in the car. But like that is stupid to me. That's a bunch of really nice layered samples that just happened to work together, and then played some sprinkles, etc. But like that one just for some reason gets me by the heartstrings. It's really nice. Okay. So we need to figure that out. But yeah, the Firewater, the second one is you know, the gospel sample shit that I had one of those samples from TrackLib that I'm allowed to use, and that's why that's like, you know, technically the real tunes. And now I'm just chopping up melodies from sound designers and shit like that. And the third one, that's basically like we need to get that's going to be a single for us. I reckon we just get like Aria Zenua on that one.
Yeah,
and that's kind of like the what kind of, it's like a dancehall or Afrobeat. What kind is that like?
Yeah, there's definitely like a little bit of a swing to it like that with the drum pattern and shit, and like it definitely needs like a cool vocal on there, like female.
That's the first one of that kind that I've made. I was just in the mood. The sample that I had, I was like, oh, and I beatboxed the way the drums came out, and then I just made it from my beatbox voice note.
You should have kept the beatboxes in there like some Timberland shit. No, it wouldn't have worked. Wouldn't have worked.
I don't think so. It's really bad.
Worse than mine.
It was on par because
I'm really bad. I'm very, very bad at beatboxing.
No, but it's like one of those. It's like one of those reference tracks that you would, you know, just mutter some shit like doo doo da da's and get the actual pattern of the flow and do nonsensical shit, like, you know. It's one of those.
Okay, I feel you. Love to hear it. All right, next three. I'll keep it like quick and brief. Those links for playing the songs were okay.
Yeah, everything. Yeah, it's good.
Yep. Okay, perfect. So I'll do the same thing, about 20 seconds each. If it feels like it's slow, I'll skip forward.
Yeah, don't go through every single song. Just go pick the best joints and then.
I don't remember what they sound. I don't know what they. I have no idea. You tell me what to play. Okay. That would be better.
Well, don't give cunts every single song, because they got to actually wait for the album still.
Okay, I thought we were going to go through and showcase the whole process.
Some of them
process
won't be picked, but yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. What do you think?
Well, my thinking, just to remind you, the point was to be transparent and show, you know, at least the beat selection. We're not going to write the fucking album on the podcast, but just show the beat selection to be like, this is what we're working with. So people
actually hate them, then we can just not use it.
It's almost like you get like immediate feedback from people, which would be the point. I mean, it depends how many people actually comment. Right. It's not like this. We got 100,000 followers, but you know what I'm saying? Like,
let's be vulnerable. I'll get my emotion,
like at the end of the day,
cock on the table.
Cock on the table. Is that the episode name?
That's
maybe it will.
Is now.
I'm gonna put it. It's like a rooster emoji on the table.
A rooster and a.
No, just put a dining table. Emoji? You just put, because I don't, in case they block any cussing. So instead of doing cock on the table, you put a rooster on the table. Is the episode? Okay?
Love it.
Remind me if I forget that. Okay, so I'll quickly just play there's not that many more to go, so we'll just and we're at the end of where are we at? We're at an hour and 3 minutes, so we've got about 10 minutes that we use. That should take no less than 10 minutes to do this. All right.
Let's fucking do it, bro.
I'm pulling you out, pause. Whoops, yeah. Not there.
That one's weird. But it's like good weird. Oh, that's right. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you get
next.
Ritual.
Oh, this one's been sitting around for us forever.
This is called Serving. Woo! Oh. Sorry, I was trying to stop it. Let me just plug this back.
Loves it.
Jump off the table. All right. So, I don't know if you had any. You told better stories about this than me, but I'll get you to explain the beats. But I just want to say, now we've heard 6 beats. Can y'all see why I wanted to keep the boom bap off? I want to keep it as to something different.
Yeah, because like I mean, the energy is different straight away. So I definitely appreciate the separation between the vibes because that's what a good sort of trait that a cohesive project has. So that's good. Yeah,
and I just like those beats are all pretty eclectic. Is for the best word. So I wanted to.
Yeah, word.
Oh, you know, real quick. So I just told Tiff to come and get Barrington because he's trying to jump off, and it's like annoying. Let's take this thumbnail with him.
Geronimo. Okay, sweet. Yeah,
just real quick, and then because she'll come get him, we'll have to do it later. Boom. So yes, I wanted to just make sure. So now I feel like it's pretty fucking eclectic. Like these beats are pretty eclectic. So the first one, Plague, which was the trappy kind of one. Hello.
Yo.
Brad? Yo. I'm saying, tell me about the beats and just talk through them real quick, or if you want to, you don't have to say anything. But do you want to say anything about those 3 beats?
They all made me want to move, so I felt like they were good high energy beats, and they'll bring different rap styles out of each of us, and I know I felt like that would be a good one to get us moving the pen.
Cool.
To be honest.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's it for any of them, for all of them. I'm gonna move on to the next. If you don't have anything else to
not really. No. I mean, honestly, no.
All right. Beautiful. Yeah. Same. I just showing the vibes. This is nice to hear him again.
Love it.
All right. Pulling you out.
Me too. I haven't heard of.
Because that's got
perfect.
Yeah, and then there's only one more
on that.
So play that section.
Ooh.
Good set. Slappers.
Fuck, man. So you started off with Snuff then, right?
Started off with Snuff, which slapper.
It's like a gangster fucking like.
That's it. Nice little hard. Yeah, that's
punch
like
in the head.
Punch in the head.
That's like the Locks rapping on a song.
Yeah, something like super aggressive, real bars. We'd get a few cool features, maybe, you know, whatever, friends. We'd try and get a bigger name or something.
Something gruff on that track.
Like a Benny the Butcher feature or Conway or something like that. Like that.
Oh my fucking God, exactly. That's the energy in the street you need. The Swellers was the next one. That was, I mean, kind of like a dark but inspirational track, maybe. J. Cole-ish, yeah, perfect.
Like, you know, singing J. Cole. That's what I got.
To go slower. Like, I know we can fuck with the tempo on these two, like, you know how we do it, but like this one I've got at 2 different tempos. I don't know what one I sent you. Does it say 180 BPM or is it
180 for Swellers? Yeah.
Okay, cool. So I got 2 different ones. We'll figure that out. But yeah, the tempos, you know, we can change that.
Okay.
Up for review, and then the next one was
without the bag,
with the hook on it, right?
We had the hook, so I only paid a little bit of it.
Fun story for that. That was a recording session I did with Jay Red, the poet. He's an R&B singer from Toronto. He's a mad cunt, and we've recorded a lot together in the past. But then I mix and master his music of late, and so in this particular recording session back in the day, I think it might have been like 2017 or 2018, maybe probably 2018, and he did the songs that he came to do, and I was like, yo, let me play some beats. That beat came on, and he's like, he was still in the booth though, and or he just got out of it, but everything was still like ready to go. And so I played the beat, and then I don't know, I said those lyrics like "no conversation without the bag," and he's like, and then he kind of was like, "Oh, we could sing that." I'm like, okay. And then put it on the auto tune, and then it just all of a sudden that happened, and everything. He did one pass through the whole 3-minute long beat that I made for it at the time, and then chopped up all the good bits and made the hook out of that. So that just literally came out of a rough take.
That's
that's
cool.
How that song came about. It's fucking fire. So
that makes me want to use it even more then.
Man, I'm so pumped about it because like it was a bunch of fun editing from me to get the lead and get some backups and chop some little ad libs in there and whatever, however it is, was all out of one long take and just snipped it into layers. So that was fucking cool. So that's why I think we should use it, because it's got a natural first take happening sort of thing to it. So
and you wrote it. I love that you wrote it.
And
I love that.
Yeah.
And our verses, verses could be
a similar approach. We can, maybe just see how
do the same flow.
Down,
yeah. No, I love it. Oh, I see what you mean. Do like one take and keep it rougher or something in the approach to how we'll
try. Yeah, we'll try and come in as rehearsed as possible and try to do it as dry as that. I don't know, but we'll try. We'll see. But that's just how the hook came about for that. So that's a fun one. And then you finished off with Zen. Is that correct?
Correct.
So that one is sick. I played the bass line for that literally first go, and that never happens for me. I always have to pick and sniff that fucking pocket out. And this one was really fun. I loved it a lot. So I don't know what, it's pretty epic. It has lots of like, it's like a choir sample that I've just ended up layering and turning it all, pitching the next layers down to make it like a chorus or a choir. So that one just felt like big and fucking, I don't know.
It's dirty and very dark. There's a lot of beats that I really like your dark beats. I don't know why. I feel like it's a dark.
But we can kind of like combat that by having like a bright singer with lots of and it could be mixed brightly and lots of reverb and kind of juxtapose that and just give that opposite with those dark beats. Just an idea, but yeah, sometimes those dark ones from me absolutely fucking slap for some reason. So how she goes.
Nice. Well, I mean, look, that was it. It was actually kind of perfect timing as far as when we're finishing. But yeah, that gives people a bit of a picture of what we're working with and the direction we're going. Yeah. It's weird to just put it, and normally this is stuff you keep pretty close. But like, I guess it also shows everyone like the level of like where you're at as a producer. Like you've done all of these beats; these are all yours. I think maybe one or two of them might have been the co-productions, if I'm not mistaken, or we might not have selected those ones. But I know they were in the batches. So
there's out of what you've played today, these are all mine. But there is a couple of co-productions with Ben Tramer and stuff in there as well. So yeah, but the ones you played today were all mine.
That's what I thought. Okay,
some of them had samples from sound designers that I'd use. So you could say it's a co-production with that sample designer. But that'll be in the credits anyway, of course, because that's
they get like part of the publishing, I think.
Of course, yeah. We always spread love.
Always
got to eat.
You'd never be tired of. I mean, not like it makes money really, but like
No, but you just
never fuck anybody. It's the only way. It has to be fair at all times. Sick, man. That was even cool just for us to kind of review them and like re-listen back and like just catch back up on the projects. Now I'm like, all right, I feel like we're in a pretty nice place with it. We need to just now.
Most of these are absolute crack, and we just need to figure out what words to put on the fucking thing, which is the hard part. I'm sure we'll both get different melodies, and we can put those together and make a bridge and a hook and fucking just
Would it be helpful?
Done, but
do you reckon now that we're close, like, could it even be like we could like set up a day like once a fortnight, once a month, and I come up or some shit, or you come down here and we just work on it for the day. Like we put a day aside, like, and actually just do it and just do it slowly. Sure. I mean, like, if that's helpful. I don't know. I just thought of it now. It's like I wonder, or even maybe we work on some stuff together, but we make sure we record it together. So it's like you could.
Yeah. So just come here and like we'll have this. I got the speaker set up again because my window's fixed. Maz is ready to go. The studio has been centered, and I brought it more out into the room, so it's like it's the whole fucking thing now. So,
we'll do it there.
I mean, we can do either or, but like obviously come and record it here. But yeah, that'd be sick, dude. Flesh it out a bit more.
Yeah, if we wanted to. Look good. Yeah, nice. All right, so we'll leave it there for this evening. Where can everyone find you online, fella?
Sick as, mate. At Notion Baby on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. At Illnote Studios on Instagram and Facebook. At Notion MTB on Instagram. At Notion Baby on TikTok as well. Get a dog up, yeah. See Feezy?
Doggy Dogs. You can grab me at CEEFOR on Instagram and Twitter, and at CEETMF, Facebook and TikTok. Guys, thank you so much for watching and listening. If you enjoyed the episode, smash thumbs up, hit subscribe below, hit the motherfucking notification bell. Ding. So you know when the new drops. Follow us everywhere at The Movement Family on social. Check out the audio. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, 5 stars. Helps a ton. You sick cunts. We'll see you next week.
Man, dogs up, yeah. Wolf.
Wolf, wolf, wolf. Oh, dog's gone. But
hey.
Oh, no, dogs.
They're gone. The dog is gone.
Where's the dog? Oh.
Yep, they're gone. The dogs are gone. We're
gone. Gone. Dogs.
You're a cunt,
dogs
mate.
Are gone. Cunts.
Get the dog up, you're gone.
Wolf. 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 Catch.
Doing shit on your lawn, mate.